Do you know what's the easiest thing to sell to a struggling online arbitrage seller? It's a wholesale course, literally. It's selling wholesale as the magic thing that is going to pretty much solve your whole business, right? And in this video, what I want to talk to you about is wholesale and why you should actually stay away from wholesale if you actually struggle with online arbitrage. And I'm going to tell you about all the fake gurus that are taking advantage of the fact that you struggle with online arbitrage to sell you wholesale. Now, if you do not know me, my name is Chris Mangunza. I've been selling on Amazon for quite a while. I've been making a lot of content right there on YouTube about selling on Amazon for quite a while as well, and I helped a ton of people start and scale their Amazon business. Just like last year, my top student made over $7.5 million in sales, okay, just for the one that I actually tracked, not for everybody, right? So if you're wondering if I know what I'm talking about, here it is for you. So what's one thing that pissed me off a little bit in this community is people trying to sell wholesale, right, as this magic pill without telling you the whole story, right? And I'm going to tell you right now, if you struggle with online arbitrage, if you haven't been able to get anywhere close to a six-figure a month with online arbitrage, wholesale is not going to save you. Wholesale is absolutely not going to save you. And I'm going to tell you why. The reason why online arbitrage is the best business model to start and scale at small scale on Amazon, right? And when I say small scale, I say below $100,000 a month in revenue. The reason why it's the best business model is because it's the most flexible business model. Is it easy? It's not. There are skills that you need to learn. Retail arbitrage is really easy. Like any dumbass could do retail arbitrage. You can literally go in store and actually scan a ton of products to a discount store and scan a ton of products, and then just sell them on Amazon, the stuff that is profitable, right? And the reason why people struggle to go past $15,000, $20,000 a month consistently with retail arbitrage is because it's that easy. You don't need skills, and those people don't have business skills. And that's the reason why, right? Because you lack some stuff and you lack an understanding, like you lack the understanding of something really, really important when it comes to actually, I just dropped my pen, that's fine. When it comes to literally running an inventory business, right? This thing that you're missing is that when you run an inventory-based business, what matters is how fast you can flip your money, right? And how consistent you are in sticking to that specific time frame, right? So it's really, really good if like during Q4 you can flip your inventory in 2 weeks, but if in Q3 it takes you like 90 days to flip the average item in your inventory, that's why your business does not grow. That's why you're stuck. That's why you're not making money, right? That's why you cannot grow this business. And so that's where a lot of people get stuck with retail arbitrage, is because they don't focus on inventory turnover, right? And so the only business model that gives you the flexibility and makes it easy to stick to a specific inventory turnover is online arbitrage. And I'm going to tell you why. As I said, the name of the game when you run an inventory business is to be able to actually flip your money fast, right? The issue is that at the beginning, when people start doing online arbitrage, there's a couple of things that they struggle with, right? They struggle to find inventory to buy, right? And they say, yeah, buying inventory is too hard. You get order cancel. And if you listen, that's what a lot of people actually sell you when they sell you like wholesale as a magic pill, right? You don't need to deal with order cancellation. Like that's such a dumb argument, because actually, if you're selling on Amazon and if you do online arbitrage, there's a ton of websites that do not care if you are a reseller that lets you order a ton of inventory. There's just a ton of them, right? And so the great thing with online arbitrage is that, first of all, you don't need to drive around all the time, but that's beside the point. The great thing is that it's literally the most flexible business model. Why? Because if you say, I want to stick to 2 weeks worth of inventory of every single product that I am going to buy, it's really easy to stick by that, because you can literally say, okay, I'm going to buy 15 units of this product. I'm going to buy 2 units of this product. I'm going to buy 1 unit of this product. I'm going to buy 4 units of this product, right? Without having to drive to another store. If you do retail arbitrage, if there's only 2 units available at a specific store, or then 10 units available at the next store, like, it's way easier to be disciplined to choose how many units you want to buy. Not only that, but to actually analyze the product, because you sit in front of the computer, you have your keeper chart, all that stuff. It's really easy to look at that, right? When you do retail arbitrage, it's way different, right? But it's really easy to say, okay, I'm going to buy 2 weeks worth of inventory and actually stick to it, which every single person that is doing retail arbitrage is not doing, right? Just buy whatever you find. That's why you suck. Now, the issue, if we talk about wholesale, because with wholesale, it's really, really hard to do that. I'm going to tell you why. Because yes, technically, you can buy a lot of units of every single product that you want, right? Which sounds great, but that's not how you actually scale a business. You don't scale a business by buying 200, 300, 400 units randomly. That's not how you scale an inventory business. Okay, you scale an inventory business by being able to deploy capital at scale, right? While sticking to your inventory turnover. The issue with wholesale is that you need to be able to balance minimum order quantity on one side and literally inventory turnover on the other side, right? Because if all you can do is buy 500 units of this product, right, and it only sells 50 units a month, then good luck sticking to your inventory turnover goal, right? And so that's the issue, and that's why you cannot scale, and that's why wholesale is not good to scale at low scales, because, like, look, it's going to be way harder to actually stick to that. Online arbitrage is the easiest business model that lets you stick to a specific inventory turnover. And I guarantee that if you struggle with online arbitrage because of bullshit like inventory turnover or this or that, like all the issues that you're going to give me, like, I'm telling you, you're going to have to deal with other issues with wholesale. If you struggle with online arbitrage, you need to become a better business person. You need to understand your business number better, okay? You need to develop your sourcing skills, right? Because online arbitrage sourcing is actually easy. It's not hard, okay? Of course, there's layers to it, but, like, don't believe that if you struggle with online arbitrage, you're not going to struggle with wholesale. You're still going to struggle with wholesale. You're just going to struggle with different things. And if you just run to the next shiny object, that's not going to cut it. I'm just telling you because I know. Because I've seen people doing that. You need to understand wholesale is not that thing that is going to save your business. It's absolutely not. Doing online arbitrage the right way is what's going to allow you to start and scale fast, okay? Oh, I want to do brand direct. I want to do this. No, you suck at this business. You suck. You're really bad. You're not as good as you think you are. You suck. You suck with online arbitrage. What makes you think that you're going to be good at dealing with brands and, like, actually being able to actually manage the brand on Amazon? What makes you think that? And the thing that I find really laughable, by the way, is that you have sellers barely cracking $10,000 a month in sales with online arbitrage that place one wholesale order, right? And that say, like, they make a video, right? And they call it how to transition from online arbitrage to wholesale. While if you actually go into their storefront, it's easy to find anybody's storefront. It's easy to find most people's storefront. If you actually go into their storefront, you'll see that they don't do any wholesale anymore. And they're trying to sell you on the idea that, yeah, you can transition it to wholesale. Look at my videos, do this, do that. No, they're not even doing wholesale anymore because they understand that it's not easy. Because they already suck at online arbitrage. Because they keep resorting to retail arbitrage. And if you have to, here's the thing. If you have to keep resorting to retail arbitrage year round, it's because you cannot actually do online arbitrage efficiently. If you cannot even do online arbitrage efficiently, because there's actually skills to that, you know, and so retail arbitrage is the business model that requires the less skills amongst those. But it's not easy to do because you need to drive from store to store. This is what sucks. Then you have online arbitrage. And to be honest, I would not say that online arbitrage requires less skills than wholesale. But it's just different skills. Retail arbitrage is definitely like the bottom. Like you should not do retail arbitrage. Like if you can do the exact same thing online, why would you do retail arbitrage? There's no reason to do it. It's just that it's harder to do online, right? But like what I'm trying to say is this: stop biting the bullet. Stop believing that wholesale is going to fix your issues. Wholesale is not going to fix your issues. Wholesale is only going to amplify your issues. Why? Because your issue is that you do not understand inventory turnover. Since you do not understand inventory turnover with online arbitrage and with retail arbitrage, believe me, going into wholesale is going to amplify this issue. Because like when you're going to buy 500 units of a product and it does not move, and of course not all wholesalers are asking you for 500 units, but like yeah, some of them you'll need to buy a couple of cases, right? And the issue is that you're only going to get a cheaper price if you buy a whole pallet, right? And so there's way more things that gets into it, and that makes wholesale not the best for beginners. I'm just going to put it this way, right? But what I'm trying to say is this: as I said, wholesale is going to amplify your issues, right? If you're already stuck with online arbitrage, you don't even track your inventory turnover, all that stuff, you best believe you're going to fail with wholesale. That's how it is. You're going to fail with wholesale. Be ready. I'll see you in the next video.